name is Shakela Wanyama, and I'm a conductor, singer, and music educator, as well as a grad student at the University of Minnesota. My colleagues and I have been learning about the J.S. Bach's Christmas Oratorio, and we are excited to share some of our discoveries with you in this video series. Let's dive in. Although this amazing piece of work is called the Christmas Oratorio, it is actually made up of 6 smaller works entitled cantatas. A cantata is a genre of Western classical music that features voices and contains recitatives, arias, and choruses. Prior to J.S. Bach's time, cantatas were primarily written for 1 or 2 singers and a small instrumental ensemble. These works were performed often by amateur musicians in their homes, so song texts to these were usually non-religious in subject matter. Before going any further, let's define 2 more terms. Recitative is a type of vocal music where the singer is imitating speech. This wasn't part of the earliest cantatas, but became a useful practice in Italian opera to move the plot forward or to heighten the drama in a particular scene. German composers eventually adopted this practice, as we will hear in just a moment. Arias are pieces of music that are almost always written for solo voice with instrumental accompaniment. They are often part of a larger work like an opera, an oratorio, or a cantata. Arias differ from recitative in that they usually contain a recognizable melody and have an emotional topic. Rather than propel the narrative forward, arias stop characters in their place and allow for the expression of emotions and ideas. Recitatives are followed by either an aria or a chorus. One of Bach's predecessors, Heinrich Schütz, is associated with bringing the recitative into common practice in Germany. We'll hear an example of a recitative from Schütz's Christmas story, written sometime before 1660. In this excerpt, the narrator, also called the evangelist, is sharing a biblical text about Mary and Joseph leaving their home to go and pay tax.
Meine sehr geehrten Damen und Herren, liebe Zuschauer,
es begab sich aber zu derselbigen Zeit, dass ein Gebot von dem Kaiser Augusto ausging, dass alle Welt geschätzt würde. Und diese Schätzen waren die ersten, und geschah zu der Zeit, da Cyrenius Landpfleger in Syrien war, und jedermann ging, dass sich schätzen ließe, ein jeglicher in seine Stadt.
Recitative was particularly useful in the development of church musicians in post-Lutheran Reformation Germany. They were encouraged to place more emphasis on writing music to express the emotion and the character of the text, as well as to consider how to write music that would work with natural word stresses of language, as you heard in the previous example. German church music, even into and through Bach's time, wasn't always clearly organized into neat categories. In fact, pieces of music were often referred to as concerto or even simply church music. Pieces sung by the choir during service, what we now refer to as anthems, began to grow in length and complexity. Erdmann Neumeister was a theologian and hymn writer alive at the same time as Bach. He wrote many of the texts that Bach set in his cantatas. Neumeister was, as far as we know, one of the first in Germany to indicate in his written texts which sections should be recitative, aria, or chorus. His publication from 1700 formalized structure that would change church music in Germany and enable the rise of what we now call the cantata. J.S. Bach is well known for his cantatas. Starting with his position in Leipzig, Bach wrote a new cantata every Sunday. although sometimes he recycled a previously written piece by changing words or instrumentation slightly. In all, Bach wrote 5 cycles of annual church cantatas. Sadly, only 3 cycles remain extant, although even these are more material than a person could truly digest in a lifetime. The day after Thanksgiving is a day I look forward to every year. My tradition has been to wake up early in the morning and blast the first of the Christmas Oratorio cantatas. It's just the thing to bring light and cheer to winter's dark dreariness. This year, however, I've started the tradition early as we prepare for the upcoming performances of Christmas Oratorio with the Minnesota Chorale and the Bach Society of Minnesota. We can't wait to share this music with you and hope you enjoy this journey through one of Bach's most joyful masses.